So many of my clients don't have a clue what they want to do when we first start working together, or when we even first have that discovery call, that initial call where I ask them, tell me what are your goals and what are your dreams, and there's a silence. Or the other thing is, what people automatically do is they start to tell me all of the things that they don't want. Well, I don't want to be living where I have to worry about money all the time. I don't want to be working in this job. I don't want to be doing this. I don't want a partner who's going to treat me badly. I don't want to be, working every hour God sends and coming home at night time and drinking. And I'm asking the question, what do you want? What are your goals and dreams? And it might seem like a really simple question, but actually, in fact, it can be such a difficult question because we've never ever been asked that question before. So many people have never really thought about what it is that they truly want in life, and that's because from a very young age, we are constantly looking outside of ourselves, always. We're always looking from very early on, what are our parents doing? What's the environment we're living in? Who are the people that we're following? Who are the people that we're watching? Who are the people that we're surrounding ourselves by? What is that person doing? What's this person doing? What's expected of me here? How can I make people happy? That's just the beginning, when we're very, very, early and susceptible and young, and our brains just developing and our nervous system's just developing. And we learn how to behave in the world. We learn how to mirror other people's behaviours. We learn how to repeat what other people are saying. We learn how to do things just to fit into the mould, to be accepted, to be loved, to be cared for, to feel like we're part of something. And then by the time we get to school, again, we're trying to adapt, we're trying to fit in, we're trying to find our place in the world. We're trying to go along with what's expected of us and do all of the things that we're supposed to do, whether we like them or not, because our teachers are telling us that, our parents are telling us that, the people that we're hanging around with us are telling us this is how we should be. And then by the time we come to leave school, we're starting to get into relationships. And again, we have this inherent need that we want connection, we want to be loved. Now, depending on how you were loved as a child and how you had your needs met as a child will completely depend on the types of relationships that you have. Now, I was desperate to be loved, but I hadn't been shown love. I hadn't been shown how to love somebody. I, associated love with violence, with a toxic environment, with controlling people and shouting at people, and that's the way that you got people to respond to you. My nervous system was wired from a very early age to find ways to protect me, even though it might not have been a life-threatening situation, even though sometimes it might have felt like that, and it was horrendous at times, the things that I experienced when I was younger. My nervous system remembered all of those things, and it created a pattern of behaviour to protect me because it believed that I was in danger. And I used to think that my nervous system, that I was a fighter, I was somebody who would fight back all the time, where in actual fact, as I've done the work in my later years, what I've discovered is that my nervous system quite often goes into the fawn response. Now, if you don't know what the fawn response is, that's absolutely fine. It's another way that your body tries to protect you. But what we normally do is we end up trying to please everybody else. We end up trying to behave in a way that calms the situation down. So your nervous system is ready. You're looking all the time for when you can jump in, for when you can step in to change the vibe, to change the environment, to protect other people if needs be. But often that's how we become people pleasers, because our nervous system learns from a very early age that if we say something or do something, we can change the environment, we can change the vibe, we can change the situation so that we feel safe and that other people are safe. And I spent my whole childhood doing that, and I became very good at it. I became so good at it that I actually was brilliant as a police officer, because that was one of the people skills that you had to have. You know, people pleasing, we, as a police officer, you want to help other people. You want to calm the situation down. You don't want it to escalate. Sometimes that means, you know, pleasing other people, doing what other people might want in that moment just to get control of the situation. So I was brilliant at that. But that's just a really, you know, an example of my own life where I ended up becoming a people pleaser. Now, not everybody understands their protective responses, and that's okay. But the thing is, if you don't understand your protective responses and you don't understand why maybe sometimes you become angry, maybe sometimes you shout at other people, maybe you're trying to control situations, maybe you just back off, maybe you just step back, maybe you remain silent in the background, or maybe you're a people pleaser like I was. But what's really, really important is that you get an understanding of your patterns. You get an understanding of how you respond, or how your body, how your nervous system responds, because this isn't about, you know, thinking and understanding how things work. This is about our body responding. Before this even takes over, our body responds completely. So when people ask, what do you want to do? What do you want out of your life? No wonder we haven't got a clue, because we believe that actually this is what is, you know, this is our life, this is our lot, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go down this path, you know, we're going to get a job, we're going to go to university, we're going to get a career, we're going to get a husband, we're going to have children, we're going to buy a house, we're going to get into a little bit of debt, but we're going to manage and we're going to be able to do X, Y, and Z. That's the path that most of us are led down. But actually that's somebody else's path. It's not our path. I tried that path. Lots of other people have tried that path. So many clients who come to me don't have a clue what their path is, because they've spent their whole life doing what everybody else wants, doing what's being expected of them, doing what society says, doing what they believe is the route that they have to take. But actually, once they start to uncover what it is that they actually do want in life, and that can be really, really difficult. What do they want in the relationships? What do they want money-wise? What do they want career-wise? What do they want to be doing having fun? What do they, you know, they want to do that actually really lights them up? Because most people don't even know that. But once we get some clarity on this, it can just completely change your life. But if you don't know what you truly want deep down, all of those things, if you don't know that, then the chances are that you're just going through your day, every single day, just going with the flow, just doing what you've always done, getting the same results that you've always got. But then you probably find yourself complaining about it all of the time. Like I used to, and many of my clients used to. But once you get clarity around that, it is so, so rewarding. So if you don't know what it is that you want, if you find that you're just going through life, responding, reacting to whatever's going on around you, just understand that that is normal, because you don't have the awareness. You don't have the awareness about how your nervous system, when it was, you know, starting to grow, when you were very, very young, how that impacts your body, and how that has created some strategies within you that have helped you throughout the years. Once you understand those things, your life can be completely different. So let me ask you the question, what is it that you truly want? What would you really, really like your life to look like? And if you don't know, get a piece of paper, put a line down the middle of it, and on one side, write all things that you don't want, because we know what they are. That's really easy for people to do, and that's what I get my clients to do. Line down the middle of the paper, write down all of the things that you don't want, and then look at, well, okay, if I don't want these, what might I want? Because your life is about living, your life is about being happy, your life is about feeling good every single day. Because we're supposed to be here for expansion, we're supposed to be here to grow, we're supposed to be here for the journey along the way. And that journey is supposed to be a journey that we enjoy, that we love, that we just vibe and we feel amazing. We're supposed to be thriving. That's what the journey's about. It's not the end destination, it's the steps that you take every single day of your life to feel good. So write those things down. Really think about what it is that you want, not the circumstances you find yourself in, not the things that other people expect of you, not the things that you're just going along with, that you don't actually want, that there's somebody else's, or that you've just become used to, but you actually don't really feel good. And you're wondering, there must be another way. Well, there is another way. Start by doing that. Start by getting clarity on what it is that you really want. If you don't know what it is, reach out to me. Let's have a chat. But remember, if you don't know what it is that you want in life, then what are you aiming for every single day? What are you getting up for every single day? Because the chances are you're just going through life. You're not actually living it.